そこに水門があるんだ。昔のまんまだぜ。
Press start to continue.
In 3, 2. Hey everyone,
What's up?
what up people, how's it going? Happy Friday everyone. How you boys doing?
What's up, guys?
Gang.
You are muted in our thing, bro.
Oh.
I'm not muted. I'm unmuted.
Oh no,
Nah,
I am.
James.
There we go. We're live.
Yo.
Yeah.
Log one people.
Yo, People, how's everyone doing? Boys, how you doing?
Better than you, James.
Ooh,
Wow.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Wow,
Go on then, prove it.
That's true. It does. Yeah, prove it. Can you jump up in the air and show us wings?
I would, but the ceilings are really low here.
Ah,
Yeah.
I see what you did there. I see what you did there.
Yeah.
Boys,
Street,
what have you been
how
up
are
to?
you? I wanna throw out some shout outs.
Gang.
Yo, Jade, Maisie, Wesley, what's up?
Whoa.
Awesome feet. That's a
Ah,
pretty.
Daniel. Daniel is
up,
awesome.
Daniel?
Awesome.
Tom,
feet, is that
hey,
pronounced?
Esther, what's up, guys? Maisie, it's good to see you practicing your languages. Very nice.
Shout out
yeah.
to me.
Shout out to you.
Shout out to you, bro. Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah. What's up?
Why not? I guess.
I want to
we can shout
hear
you
some
out.
good things that happened this week.
Yeah, tell us. People.
Highlight, perhaps.
Yeah, what's been your best thing this week?
Yeah.
What about you boys? What have you been up to this week? What's been your highlight of the week?
Take a wild guess.
I'm making music.
Making
No.
music.
No, I've been reading this book.
Ooh, yeah, baby.
Oh, the big
Who likes my new Bible?
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
It's goat skin leather.
Hey, Jibs, I kind of recognize that Bible.
No, it's not the same one.
Is it not? I thought you said
No,
it was the
no,
same
yours is black. This is rustic brown.
I have a ghost skin.
Yeah, nice. All right, we've got some shout outs. Maisie, some of her orders came. Good work. Tom Denman
Hey.
felt got a lot. Let's go, boy.
Oof,
That's good, bro.
come on.
Jonathan Wesley, E. Nice, okay. That's kind of a description of your week, I suppose.
I think it's pronounced A.
Oh, but there's no A there.
Him stuff physics, bro. He knows how to pronounce things.
Oh, sorry. Physics people know how to talk. Sorry, my bad.
Anna Clay finished 2 weeks of the couch to 5K. Yeah, I rate 5K. That's pretty far.
Daniel's been eating food for the body, mind, and soul. That's what we like to hear, bro.
Oh, come on. Let's go. Seeing a little
Preach
baby
it.
horse being born today. That's pretty dope.
Whoa.
Hamish sees that every day.
I don't see it every day.
He's literally got a horse spawning room.
Spawning a room.
Yep.
Is that even legal?
The Garnets are actually responsible for 95% of horses in the world.
I mean,
Everyone-
I cannot confirm, neither deny.
You heard it here first, people. Did 1,000-piece puzzle in a day. That's pretty impressive.
That's yeah. I mean, that's one way to lock down, I guess.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm actually gonna order a jigsaw puzzle. I've never done one before.
Do it,
Puzzles
bro.
are kind of dope, bro.
I've
When you
broken
get
a lot. I've never done one. I used to break them when the nerds in school did it.
Used to break bottles and just throw them all over the place.
They just knock it off the table. Like,
Classic.
horrible, bro.
That's a
yeah.
classic thing.
That's
to
before
do.
I knew Jesus, guys. But he set me free. Now I don't ruin jigsaw puzzles.
That was
Oh,
BC,
come on.
before Christ.
That's proof God is real, right there.
Whoa.
Ben Lewis has been having iced coffee on the beach, and he
Oh.
didn't invite me. I see how it is.
Iced coffee,
rude.
good.
Iced coffee is great.
Iced latte though is the way to have it, not the other stuff. The stuff in the Whizzer thing.
What? In the Wizard?
Yeah, there's I don't know what the difference is, but there's apparently a difference between an iced coffee and an iced latte. Anyone in the stream know what the difference is?
There's no difference.
There's no difference, bro.
Well,
That's like saying there's a difference between iced tea and Lipton.
Do you mean like in Starbucks we have like an iced frappuccino when they blend the ice, that kind of thing?
I don't know. Someone in the stream help me out here. Am I
Mate,
going?
You meant to know physics. You should know this, bro. Come on.
Yeah, I guess I should know everything, shouldn't I?
Wait, Jibs, what are you eating, mate?
Me. I'm
Yeah,
not
what
eating.
Are you? Oh, okay. What are you not doing?
I'm not eating.
Oh. Well, okay then. I guess
Cool.
that settles that. Well, hey guys, welcome to Friday Night Youth Online. It is our 9th episode. How crazy is that, boys?
You know what that means?
Happy birthday to you.
What does that mean, bro?
Alright.
It means that everyone gets a signed copy of Hearing God.
Whoa.
Why don't they want a signed copy of your signature, bro? When you write-
Yeah, I will sign it for you.
Alright. I thought the author's meant to sign it, bro.
Hamish, I don't understand what you said. Why do people want a signed signature? A signature is a signing, mate.
No, he means signed by me.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just trying to pick on his.
Yeah, I meant that. Yeah.
Josh Revenal says, "What a book! Little does he know that this is his. I stole his. That's why I bought two."
Whoa, that's rude. That is rude. But yeah, this is our 9th episode. We're gonna do something a little bit different real quick. I didn't tell you boys, but I'm willing to try something new. Are you ready for this?
Yes.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna post a link to the stream in the chat, and basically we want you guys to grab that link, copy the link, and then just like plaster it in all of your group chats, send it to your friends, and get some friends on the stream. If you bring at least one friend, then we will shout you out, and Jonathan will send you a book. Will you send him a book, Jonathan?
So you're saying they're gonna
I'll
join?
also send you this can of Red Bull.
Tom Demo will love that. What do you say, Hamish?
James, are you saying that the box right up here is going to be filled with another person?
Wait, no, that's another thing. You're jumping ahead of the game, Hamish.
Oh.
Yeah, Hamish, stop jumping. Physics.
I got a bit too excited.
I think you're just a little bit too excited. What I'm saying is I'm going to drop a link. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, boom. I've just dropped a link in the chat with the link to this live stream. How about just for like 30 seconds, we're just going to stall for 30 seconds. If you see that link, I want you to grab it, copy it, and then just paste it into a group chat, send it to a friend. Basically, we just want you guys to bring your friends along here, because as fun as it is having you guys, we want to be able to have as many people here having fun, having a great time, you know, just going crazy. So grab that link, post it on a chat right now, and then head right back. Otherwise, you're going to miss a lot of fun.
If your friends join, you get my gold teeth. I will send them to you. They are molded to my mouth.
Whoa. So they need a mold.
You're
of
sort
your
of
mouth as
surprised,
well.
aren't you, Tibbs?
They call him the Surprise King. That's what I've heard. That's what I've heard. But yeah, copy that link. I can't copy it on my phone. Why? What? I can't. Okay, people can't copy.
Teach them how to copy, bro.
Basically, if you're on a computer, if you're on a Windows, it's Control C. If you're on a Mac, it's Command C. If you're on your phone, can you do it on your phone? I'm pretty sure you can copy on your phone. Like,
I think
You
Ben's
can
video
go to
is
the channel.
extremely
Verve
late.
Online. What's the channel called? Verve Online?
yeah, or just tell them to go to Verve Youth, like search Verve Youth on YouTube. I feel like you just. Yeah. Oh no, what you can do, if you're on your phone, at the top of the video, click on the video, and then you click the kind of arrow thing, and then you go copy link, or at least that's on my phone on Android. I don't know what it's like on iPhones. Yeah, press share and copy the link. Boom. Anna is on it, and Tom as well. Boom. But yeah, so make sure you share that link. Hey, Hamish, I think, is it Hamish? I don't know. Someone.
That's my name.
That's you, Hamish. What were you saying about getting someone in here? I didn't catch what you said before.
Well, I was saying that it would be a great idea to have someone fill this box here.
Ooh.
But instead of just having Verve Online on it, we have a person.
Oh, mate, I like that idea. So you're saying we should get a random person in the chat to join us
Indeed.
That's a
on
sick
video
idea.
on Zoom? Is this
I'm
going
getting
to
tired
work?
of seeing you two.
Say again?
I'm getting tired of seeing you two.
Okay, that's a little
Wow.
bit low.
All right.
What you guys don't understand is that after you guys all leave the stream, me, Hamish, and James just stay here until next Friday.
We literally just do nothing other
We
than
just
just
stay
like
on the
hang
screen
around.
and look at each
Yeah.
other.
Yeah. That's basically all we do. But I'm going to post another link on the chat in a second, and this is a Zoom link. So if you have Zoom on your phone, then all you do is click this link and it should open it. If it's on your laptop or computer, whatever, click the link. It will open Zoom. Let me just make sure we've got waiting room
Be quick,
on.
guys.
So
First
just
come,
have,
first serve.
yeah, first person to try and join, we'll add them in. I've got to make sure the waiting room is on, because I don't want just like a ton of people joining. Oh, I think I just messed that up. Sorry.
What's
everyone.
up, Sam is Illuminati not? Thanks for
Wait.
joining the stream.
Who's Illuminati? Sam is Illuminati, not. Hey, I
Yep.
saw what you did there. What up, Sam? How's it going, Sam? All right, are we ready to post this link? Are you guys ready for this?
Do it.
All right,
Post
I'm
the link.
posting the link now. Boom, the link is
Right.
out there on the
On the link.
internet.
On the stream, you know how it works. Let's
The
click
link
some
is on
links.
there. So basically, did you say cook some eggs?
Oh,
Wow.
Sam is Illuminati not is Jonathan Wesley's friend.
Oh, shout out.
Boom.
Good friend there, Sam. Wesley is good.
Welcome, Sam. What up, bro? Nice to have you on the live stream.
Alright, go.
Oh, okay. Hamish.
with your face.
We did not get what you just said, Hamish.
Oh.
Okay, we have someone in the waiting room. Should we add him in?
Come on, do it.
Yeah, do it.
Are we ready for this? All right, I've got to do a bit of a movie magic. Give me 2 seconds. All right, are we ready? Are we ready for this?
Do it.
Let's see if this actually works. Oh,
Wesley boy!
It is the one and the only Jonathan Wesley. What up, bro? How you doing?
What?
Hello,
Hello, mate.
I'm here, right?
You are here live on
Whoa.
Youth Online.
Look
I
at
see
this.
myself in the stream.
How can one man have
Nice.
so much sauce?
Woohoo!
He's just like
Hello.
dripping with
He's,
Hello.
sauce.
he's the entire Heinz factory is in Jonathan Wesley's house. That's how much sauce he has.
Okay, we're gonna be real quick because
Hello.
there's someone else who wants to join us as well. Jonathan, sum up your week in 10 seconds. What have you been up to?
All right, schoolwork, but chill.
Boom.
Schoolwork,
Schoolwork,
chill.
chill, some
Looks like
walks,
4 words.
Bible.
Oh, shit.
Um,
Amazing. There
yeah.
you go. Jonathan,
Wesley.
thank you for joining us. We love you, and we're going to jump into the next person. We shall see you soon.
All right, cool.
Love you, dude.
Love you, bro.
See ya.
Who's it gonna be?
All right.
Not for us.
Our next random participant is
Woo!
the
Anna
one
Clay.
and the only Anna Clay. What up, Anna?
Was it?
And
I sleep on a bunk bed as well.
Wait, what? You got a bunk bed above you.
Well, not in this house, in my other house.
Yeah,
Whoa.
we're on a sofa, which is really comfy. So
Whoa, Anna, how's it going?
How are you, man?
I'm doing good, yeah.
Cool. How's your day been?
It's been good. Had like quite a lot of tests to do, but that's fine.
Very nice.
Whoa.
Very cool.
Anna, I see you have a lot of photos behind you. Do you have any of me, Hamish, and James?
No.
We'll send you one to your.
Very good,
We'll
actually.
send one first class. It'll be there tomorrow.
That is a little bit weird. Just a little bit. All right, Anna, thank you for joining on. We're going to bump you off and add in maybe 1 or 2 other people. Thank you, Anna. We'll see you soon.
See you soon.
All right, who's ready for our next person?
What's it gonna be?
Who is it going to be?
I'm
Oh,
actually
this person-
genuinely excited.
Oh,
Yeah,
this
it's
person
very fun.
disappeared.
It might be the
Oh,
queen.
no.
They went.
person-
Come on,
The
person.
person who was just going to join, try again. We will add you in. Wait there, we will add you in. By the way, Mr. Goebel is live on the chat with us. Mr. Goebel, if you were
come
live on
on.
the chat, can you join us on Zoom, please? We will do whatever it takes to get you on here. Wait, let me just bring us back on so people can see
Oh, nice
us.
hoodie, bro. That looks fire.
That is a great hoodie.
Yeah, bro. Got it from offwhite.com.
Yeah, cool.
/robes.
Whoa. Gotta slash those robes. Alright, okay, we have another person. Are we ready? I'm gonna add them in. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1.
Woohoo!
We have Jade. How you doing, Jade?
Very pink room, Jade.
That's a
Very, very
room.
pink room. I want my room to be that pink.
Jade, can you hear
How
us?
did you get your room that pink?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
indeed.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
Yeah. Doing
Fabulous.
very well.
Jade, is your room really that pink?
No, well, like half of my wall is like dark pink, and then like half of my wall is like white. But where I'm redoing my room, I'm like painting all my room white. So we've
Oh.
done like half the room, and then we've got half the
Why
room.
does it look like half of it's light pink to me?
I don't know. Like
That's because you're colorblind, Jibs. That's why.
I'm not colorblind, bro. No one knows that. Don't expose me.
Okay, you're not colorblind, bro. You're not colorblind. Well,
Jade, what have you been up
what's
to this week?
Yeah, what's been your highlight of the week?
probably like hanging out with a couple of friends here and there.
Social
Obviously,
distancing, though.
Yeah, obviously with the social distancing people.
Tell
Um,
you that.
and then doing college work, and then getting accepted for college.
You've been accepted
Amazing.
of college.
Yep.
Amazing. Well done. Congratulations. That is awesome. Well, Jade,
No one else
thank you so
clap?
much.
Just
I'll
me?
clap as well. Hamish,
Thank
clap, bro. Okay, you got a thumbs up. Anyway, Jade, thank you so much for joining us. We love seeing
No.
you, and we shall see you soon.
Yep.
Nah. Guys, we're
Awesome.
getting some hashtag.
Take care. Okay,
Logan
Hamish, you just
Oliver.
like
That is.
Hamish just like froze for like a second. Let's go back to us. All right, we're back. I don't know if Tom Goebel is joining us. I don't know if he's trying to download Zoom or not.
Logan wants to join. Please let Logan join.
Oh man, we're gonna run out of time. Just the whole thing's just gonna be adding people in. Logan, you got 5 seconds to click the link and join.
Logan,
If
click the
not,
link
we're
now,
gonna move
please,
on.
please,
We've
please.
got
Put
5
another
seconds.
link in, bro. Put another link in.
5,
No. Don't put Logan under pressure. Let him join.
3,
Logan, go up the comments, bro.
2.
Logan,
Just
what's
posted it
taking you
again.
so long?
I just posted it again.
Come on, Logan.
1.
Come on, everyone say, "Come on, Logan."
Logan. He's probably playing COD or something right now.
Yeah, he's
Okay,
pretty
Logan,
gaining.
put the controller down, mate, and join us in Zoom. All right, boys, I'm sorry, it's been 5 seconds.
Logan, you messed it up, bro.
Okay.
Is he here?
He
Yes,
is
please.
in the house. Are you ready?
Woohoo!
Whoa!
Logan, what are we looking at?
There he is.
Bad angle, Logan.
How you doing, Logan?
Wow,
Can
you
hear
are
us?
good looking.
Hey, nuts.
Hey.
What's
How
up,
you
bro?
doing?
Hello, lads.
Well, go on, Logan.
Say hi to the stream, bro.
Pardon?
Logan, we need to see your face, bro. Why are we looking
Yeah.
at your forehead?
Yeah, you got a great forehead, but let's see the rest of your face.
Dude, angle up a bit. I see into your brain. There we go. There you go.
I'm trying to game at the same time, fam.
Whoa,
It's
what are you
not-
gaming? What are you
Gosh.
gaming?
Huh?
What you on?
Man's playing Overwatch
Oh.
custom games.
Of course
nice.
he is. Logan, what's been your highlight
I'm
of the
gonna be
week,
playing
mate?
Overwatch. Huh?
What's been the highlight of your week?
I went out today.
What?
Literally is the highlight these days, isn't
Is
it?
that your highlight of the week? Just going out today?
I've been allowed outside. I've been blessed with outside.
He's been released outside. Oh, good lord.
I've been freed from
Someone
my
call the
isolation.
police. You've been freed.
Logan,
you've
Tom
been
is
set
asking
free.
if you've been playing gun game.
Gun game? No.
Nah,
Sorry,
he's not of
Tom.
that life, bro. He's not of that
I'm
life.
not that live. I'm too. I'm
Alright,
too.
Logan,
Wesley said
thank
you're beautiful Toy Story looking.
What?
Wesley said, Logan Oliver, you beautiful Toy Story looking boy.
Yo, you do look like the Toy Story guy. The
He
guy.
does.
Oh, sick.
Alright, Logan, we love you. We gotta kick you off, but we shall see you soon, alright?
Peace.
Take care, bro. See you soon.
Wow, what
Alright,
a
let,
great.
let me work my magic. Boot him off. We
Right,
have
James.
removed Logan.
I believe we had a competition last week,
That's true. We did have.
and I'd quite like to know the results.
Well, firstly, do you remember what the competition was?
Yep, it was called. I'll let you have this one.
It was called the Leader Portrait Challenge. That's
The
what it was
words out my
called.
mouth.
James, did you get my submission?
I got your submission.
Me and
try
Hamish's
find
joint
it.
submission is, I think we won, to be honest.
Let
Me and
try
Hamish
find
actually
it.
met up and spent 4 hours doing this.
Wait, can you boys just, for those who didn't know about the competition, can someone just sum up the competition?
So the competition was this. Jibs.
I would love to tell him, Hamish, but I think you could. No, the competition was you had to make a picture of a youth leader using stuff in your house or food or something
Yep,
along
That's
those
true.
lines.
That's true. All right. And so before I announce the winner, we had one entry. And let me just show this entry first, and then we can explain about it. So I've just popped up the entry onto the stream. And so this person was a mystery, I don't know what I'm saying.
There it is.
Jibs, what is it?
That's Josh Revnall. For those who can't see that, that's clearly Josh Revnall. me and Hamish actually met up, and it took us like I think it was 4.5 hours to do this one.
Yeah, something like that.
I heard it was
We
5
really
hours.
paid attention to the fact that one of his eyes is bigger than the other, and his beard touches his mouth.
all right, that's good. Well, I'm just let me bring us back to.
Oh,
our
that's a
screen.
dope one.
So
Oh, that's
this
sick.
is Okay, I didn't actually mean to go that. Whoops. All right. So basically, let me go back to us because I've announced it already. I'm naughty. But basically, we had a little bit of a tough time judging because you guys were just so awesome. So what we did is...
Why does James have a bigger beard than me?
Because I'm just cooler, bro. That's just how it is.
Well, he has a way bigger beard than you.
No, he doesn't. His
It
beard's
looks-
ginger. That doesn't even count as a real beard.
Well,
Everyone knows.
in the video, it looks darker, so I'm not going to say it's ginger. But we had 2 runner-ups, so we've kind of just leaked it already. I don't know if people in the chat already know who it is. We had 2 runner-ups. The runner-ups were the amazing Maisie and Esther. So this first one is from Esther. She did amazing drawing. I believe that's us 3. And I think this is actually from the first time we did a stream
It is, yeah.
online.
I remember taking that photo. I was way too close to
So
James.
this is an actual selfie. Yeah, I think you should just give me a bit more space. I think you got the color, the skin color very well for Jonathan. But this is a selfie from our first week, and then our second runner-up is the one and the only amazing. Oh wait, no, this is Anna. Anna was amazing. I think I've got the wrong picture. Oh, that's all.
Come on, fam.
I don't think I actually saved the picture. All right, I don't think I have the picture, but I put it in. I put it in the WhatsApp, in the Instagram. All right, I'm gonna come back to us. But we have 2
Anna,
runner-ups.
I like the fact that you made sure that I have a beard. Respect.
I think if anyone ever does another drawing of Jonathan, just don't give him a beard. He's not allowed a beard anymore. Just take it away. But anyway, 2 runners up. Sorry, Maisie, I couldn't get your photo up on there. But Esther and Maisie, you guys did amazing. I think we need to do like a kind of runner-up competition. Which I have no idea what we're going to do. But maybe between now and Sunday stream at 4 o'clock, I kind of feel like we should do a little kind of a competition between them 2. What do you guys think?
Wait, who won, bro? I don't understand. You're saying they drew?
It's a draw, sorry. Yeah. No, well, they were just too good. Maisie and Esther, they were just too good. So I think we need to do like a little kind of follow-up competition between them 2, and we'll announce the winners on Sunday. What do you guys think?
This is a good idea.
Sick. Sounds good.
I'm gonna repost. I think I did repost on Instagram. I'll double check in a second. But I think what should we get them to do, boys, for Sunday? What do you reckon?
Draw Josh Reynolds.
All right.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Ladies, you've heard it here. I don't know if you girls are online with us. I think, yeah, Esther, I think you're online. Is Maisie online as well?
He is, yeah.
All right, ladies, your competition due for Sunday midday is to do the most creative portrait of Josh Revnall, the one and the only, the Reverend himself.
Josh Revnall is not pleased with this. So I can draw an egg.
Wow.
All right, there you go.
Who said that? Esther. Esther said so I could draw. She's won. She's literally life acted.
We'll see
She
what she
meant
puts
the
for
Josh
Sunday.
Reynolds effect.
We'll see what she puts for Sunday. All right. All right, let's move on. So there we go. There are our winners. Make sure you tune in for Sunday at 4 o'clock. We're going to announce the winner between Maisie and Esther then. Hamish, I think real quick, let's do something real fun just for like a couple minutes, real quick.
All right. So, guys, a picture says 1,000 words, right?
1,000 lines or words?
1,000 of anything, bro. With Hamish, it's probably equations.
Yeah, 1,000 like elements and stuff. Is that how it goes? Wait.
For those of you who don't know, Hamish actually has a hidden talent. So
It's true.
everyone knows that he can play the guitar and the piano, but he can also play that thing, whatever that is called.
Yeah,
Accordion, bro. That's right, guys. You guessed it.
The accordion,
play
bro.
the accordion.
I can play it.
Accordion, bro.
I do have to say, badly. Yeah.
I think it's pretty good. Well, do
so
you want to give us a little tester of your playing first?
Yeah, all right.
Go on, show us what you can do. Show us what you're made of.
All right.
Wow. Okay, that was great. That was
That
amazing.
might have to play the national anthem, but
That
By the way,
Excellent.
if you guys aren't in a group, join Dirty Mike and the Boys. We just watch Hamish play that for about 2 hours every Friday.
Dirty Moik and the boys.
We do.
What lads?
Right, so guys, basically how this is going to work is that Jonathan and James have prepared some songs for me to play. I actually don't know what they're going to tell me to play, and I'm just going to really try and do it.
Yeah, sounds good. All right.
I will stand for this.
All right. So you're going to play a song. So wait, so Jibs, if you tell Hamish a song, Hamish is going to play it, and then people in the chat have to guess it. Is that right?
Yep, I've told him
Alright.
on the chat.
Oh.
Boom.
Here we go. Wait.
What a tune. Whoa. All right. Let us know in the chat. That was decent. That was very decent. Let's see if anyone in the chat understood the song.
Hannah got it. Hannah got it.
Hannah Pearson got it. It is Baby by the one and only Justin Bieber. All right, Jibs, give me another one.
This is my favorite one.
Is this what I'm thinking of?
Yes, it is.
This is gonna be great. Everyone, hold on to your hats.
Okay. This is going to be bad, guys.
You're gonna do great, mate.
Wait.
No, start from the beginning. Start from the beginning.
Go from the top.
Josh, listen carefully.
And then the chorus.
It's so good.
Guess that. Is
Josh, what is it? Josh, what song is this?
We know what it is, but I don't think anyone has a clue what it is.
Okay.
Yeah, I reckon
Play
either
that,
Josh
play that.
Revenal or Ben Lewis will get this one.
Do we need to give them a hint, do you reckon?
Shall I sing along?
Yeah, just for Josh.
Right, everyone sing with me. You've given me a new start, taking on the old. Jesus, you're the one.
Yeah, Ben got it.
I can't remember how it goes.
There we go, guys.
Let's look
Boom.
at- yes, Ben got it. It is the one and the only new start. That was good. That was very good. All right.
Hey, mate, send you another
My
one.
third song.
Let's do one more. Make it an easy one so people can
I made
actually
it a
get
very,
it.
very easy one.
For those who don't know, New Start is Josh Rednall's favourite song. Wait, is this the song or are you just playing? Okay, this is probably too easy.
Yeah,
I
Wesley
think
got it.
it's halfway through.
Yeah. No, but you gotta get the full name though. I felt like we had this issue like weeks ago with Esther. We didn't get the full name. Alright, Anna's got it. Twinkle Twinkle Little Star.
Ole.
It sounded like someone just got hit by a train.
Thanks, guys.
That was really good. That was impressive. Well done for that.
How about 5 more?
Let's not, shall we?
Oh. Alright.
How about we can say that for after the stream, maybe?
Yeah, after party.
That's just like for our own personal.
After party with Hamish. Everyone join the Zoom call.
Yeah, drop the link at the end. That's the after party.
I will not be there.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be there either. Anyway,
Happy guys, glad you enjoyed my playing.
no,
Maisie
what
said
I
you should
mean
bring
is-
it to church one day.
Yeah, this
I don't know if you want Hamish to use that on the worship team one day.
Well, like for worship in the background.
Yeah, just leading worship.
I think that
acoustic
would take
guitar and
worship to
Hamish
a whole new
doing that.
level.
Yep. Church
I'm
online.
up for it. I'm up for it.
I'm game. I think maybe we'll put it to a vote later. We'll send in a letter to the church. See what
Do
they
it,
say.
James.
All right,
Preach, bro.
so good. All right, well, hey, I've got a thought for tonight. For those who've been with us for Youth Online, this is the section where we just want to bring something to encourage you, to give you a bit of perspective in the season. Yeah, like we've been looking at Fearless over the last like few weeks or so, probably more than a few weeks, looking at what it looks like to be fearless in this season. Obviously, it's a pretty wild season to be living in at the moment. No one expected this to be happening. The key word is unprecedented. I think everyone just says that like 5 billion times a day. So let's not say it, even though I just said it. Whoops.
Never said it in my life.
You've never said it in your life?
No.
Yeah, I've never heard that word in my life.
I don't know if you're being sarcastic or not.
No, I don't. I haven't heard that much.
Really? They like say it in the news all the time. All right,
No,
maybe it's just me.
being sarcastic. I'm genuinely not. I've never said that word.
No, I've never said that word.
To be fair, it was a really tough call to tell whether Hamish being sarcastic or
I'm
not.
being serious, guys. All right. Anyway, Karen.
Hamish's dad wears hunting trousers. Of course, he's heard that word before.
All right. Anyway, we're in a crazy season at the moment. Lots of crazy stuff going on. But I just felt this word this morning to bring tonight. And I just want to pray real quick before we get into it, because sometimes it's good to pray just before we kind of talk about this stuff, because it kind of gets us in the right mood. So I'm just going to pray real quick. So feel free where you are. Close your eyes, bow your heads, do whatever helps you to pray. God, we thank you that you brought us together on this Friday night. We thank you that even though we are separated, that actually through the power of technology, that we can be together, God. So we thank you. We pray that you speak to us through your word, God. We pray that you encourage us and lead us through the season. In Jesus' name, amen. Also, if you take notes, I really want to encourage you, feel free to grab a pen and a pencil if you're, well, I'd say old school, but that should help people take notes anyway. Or take notes on your phone, on your laptop, on your tablet, or wherever. I really want to encourage you to take notes if you can. But yeah, so if you guys don't know, I'm James, I'm one of the youth leaders, and I have the privilege to say that I am engaged to an incredible girl called Jessica Lorena Calderon Veron. She is my fiance. We are getting married. We cannot wait. And for those who don't know, she's from Argentina, like the one and the only South America, Argentina, which means they speak Spanish. And for me, a lot of her family obviously speak Spanish, and a lot of them don't speak English, which is really tough. So kind of one of my goals in life is to speak fluent Spanish. Like that's one of my aims that I want to be able to do in the near future. I say near future, I have no idea how long how it's going to take. But I use this app called Duolingo. You've probably heard of it before. It's an amazing app which just helps you download, helps you learn a language in small little kind of bite sizes each day. And it's a really good app. I definitely recommend it. But so I've been using that for a little while, and has this feature where you can get streaks. So every time you use it, your streak count goes up, like on the Bible app. Like every time you look at it, every time you do a lesson on the app, your streaks go up. And I'm kind of the person who I'll be like doing amazing, and then I can literally just go through like days and days just completely forgetting about the app, and it'll really frustrate me because I'll like build up my streak, but then I'll just absolutely mess it up by forgetting about it, which would really just annoy me. So I'm going to expose myself, basically. That probably is not the right wording. But basically I'm gonna reveal something, and that's like not long ago it was really bugging me. I kept on ruining my streaks, so I was a little bit naughty. I actually found a workaround to hack the app, maybe not really hack the app, but trick the app, so when I did miss the streak I could fix it and get my streak back. So very naughty of me. I actually kind of was going to do it this morning, which is kind of like the thought behind this message. Kind of motivated me, kind of really pushed me to speak about this. But like this whole kind of cheating this streak thing, it probably sounds really stupid or really dumb, but it wasn't like to show off people like, hey, I've got a 52-day streak or whatever. Like it was simply just because it makes me feel better when I have a high streak on the app, like the Bible app. Like if you've got a high streak on the app, don't know about you guys, but when you got a
Everyone
high
knows
streak,
you're a better Christian.
Say again?
You're a better Christian if you have a high streak.
Yeah, like statistics say if you've got a streak of over 20, then you're more likely.
I heard you get a better room in heaven as well. But that's
apparently you get a mansion. No, we're just teasing you. But like with this whole streak thing, it probably sounds silly, but it's like the only reason I do it, like the only reason I cheat and kind of fix the streaking and like bring it back onto the thing, like if I miss a couple of days, like I'll just go back in time and I'll just, not literally, but I'll fix the streak. But the only reason I do it is to make me feel better. But the truth is that I'm not cheating anyone else. The only person who I'm cheating is myself. And that's because like I'm kind of stopping myself from seeing the reality of how good I'm doing, or the progression that I'm doing. And this is kind of the thought behind that I just want to bring just over the next kind of couple moments. If you are taking notes, write down hashtag fake it. FAKEIT, hashtag fake it. And like I was faking my streak on the app, which just sounds so silly, like, but that's what I did because it made me feel better when I had a higher streak. That when I missed the streak, you know, I'll get really annoyed and bummed out because I'll be like, flip, I've screwed it up, I'm gonna have to start from 1 again. You got to kind of build it up again. So what I do is I would literally hack it and I would fake it. I would fake my streak. I think it's so classic human of us to do that, to kind of change the way that we see things. Like, you know, things might be bad around us, but sometimes we like to, you know, we like to, in our heads or the way we speak, we like to change it and make it kind of sound better or look better than it actually is. You know, that could look like the classic thing is when your friends ask you, you're doing okay, and you probably had the worst day ever, and you're like, yeah, I'm good, whatever. Or maybe you're bragging to your friends about something, you know, which you just want to make you sound cool. Or maybe you're hiding behind Instagram posts. Maybe you're hiding behind powdering up and getting all pretty on Instagram and taking photos, or whatever it is. Or maybe it's kind of when you come home from school, I guess pre-coronavirus, you came home from school, parents ask you how's school going, you'd be like, yeah, it's all good. But in reality, maybe it's not that good. Maybe you're struggling. Maybe there's bullies. Maybe you're struggling with the homework, with the schoolwork, with the teachers, with the friends, whatever. And sometimes, you know, we just like to dress up things and make them look better than they actually are. You know, and that's just kind of, sometimes we just do that. That's just kind of naturally how we just fall into things. Like, that's what I find for myself. But the question is, why do we do that? Like, why do we try and make things look better than they actually are? And I actually reckon this is because of fear. This is because of the fear that, you know, maybe we're scared to face the issue that's right in front of us. Maybe we're scared to look weak or look bad in front of our friends or family. You know, maybe we're scared to, you know, like, we know that we need to change something. We need to change our friendship group, or we need to change something that we're doing in our lifestyle. Maybe we're doing something which we know isn't right, and maybe we're scared of having to change it. Like, we know we have to change it, but you just don't want to change it. You're scared of changing out of your kind of old comfortable ways. And I think that's kind of the root cause behind why sometimes we fake it, and why we kind of dress things up and make them look better than they actually are. And if you know to write a note, so I want to write this down real quick. So it's, when we cheat ourselves, we are denying God the chance to fix things. So I'll say it again. When we cheat ourselves, we are denying God the chance to fix things.
Yeah.
That's probably a pretty heavy statement. But I just want to look at this Bible verse real quick. Which Bible verse is it? Okay, I've messed up my Bible verses on here. Pause for 2 seconds. Ready? And boom. Here we go. It says in 1 Peter 5:7, it says, cast all your anxiety on him because he cares for you. You know, we have a God above us who loves us, who cares about us, and it doesn't matter who you are, it doesn't matter what you've done in life, doesn't matter how many screw ups or how many times you've done things wrong. He cares about you and he loves you. And when we do have issues, when we have bad stuff in our life, he wants to fix that for us. Like, he's there waiting for us to ask him to fix that. But sometimes, kind of in our fear, or maybe in our pride, or whatever it is, we just can't get ourselves to admit the way that things are. And sometimes we can't bring these things to God, even though he wants us to bring them to, he wants us to fix them. But sometimes we just don't have the strength or the energy or the ability to do that, to actually face up to reality as it is and say, God, I'm really struggling with this. God, this is real bad right now. I'm going through this crap right now. Like, sometimes we just don't do that. But actually, it says, cast our anxiety onto him, for he cares for you. And that's just so true. Like, he does really care about you. But also, another thing is that God also uses the people around us. And write that down. God also uses the people around us to fix things. And I've got another Bible verse real quick. Where is it? Give me 2 seconds. I've lost where I am on here. I'm just going to read it up. It says in Ephesians 4:24-25. Oh, wait, I got it here. Give me 2 seconds. Sometimes this is a little bit glitchy, but we go there. All right, it says in Ephesians 4:24-25, it says, put on your new nature, created to be like God, truly righteous and holy. So stop telling lies. That's a big one. Stop telling lies. Let us tell our neighbors the truth, for we are all parts of the same body. And this is kind of where I just want to wrap up here on this Bible verse. Is to stop telling lies. Stop telling lies to yourself. Stop telling lies to people around us. And I'm just as guilty as everyone else. Like sometimes, you know, I can be struggling with things, and you know, things aren't going quite the way that I expect them to go. But actually, let's stop dressing things up better than they actually are. Let's actually face up to the things they are, and like it says, put on your new nature. Let's actually make a decision today and be like, hey God, I'm going to stop faking it. I'm just going to stop pretending like things are alright when they're not alright. I'm going to stop telling people things are okay, and actually I'm going to start opening up to people. I'm going to tell my parents, hey, I'm actually struggling with this. I'm going to tell my youth leader, my group leader, hey, I'm struggling with this. Can you help me with this? Do you have any advice? Can you pray for me? And ultimately I'm going to open up to God and say, God, I'm struggling with this, and stop faking it. But actually be like, God, I need your help in this thing. And you know, maybe you're not going through a hard time right now, but I think it's pretty human in us to sometimes fake things and pretend they're not the way they are. And whether you're going through a hard time now, or maybe it's in the future, or maybe it's been in the past, you know, sometimes we do have a tendency to pretend like things are better than they are. And I just wanted to give us an opportunity to respond in a second. And if that's you tonight, if you're saying, yes, I want to put on my new nature, I want to stop faking it, and I want to be real to my friends, to my family, to my group leader, to my youth leader, whoever it is. If you're saying, today is a new day, I'm going to stop faking it, but actually I want God to give me the strength and the ability to actually face things for how they are. I want to overcome that fear. Then I just want us to respond real quick in the chat. If that's you, then I just wonder if you can drop an emoji in the chat. I haven't really thought of an emoji to put up. Maybe just put like the fist pump emoji to tell us that this is you. You want to respond to this. You want to say, yes, today's a new day and I'm going to stop faking it, but actually I'm going to own up to the things that are going on. I'm actually going to come to God and ask him for help. I'm going to go to my parents, ask them for help. When my friends ask me, am I okay? I'm actually going to be real with them. I'm not going to fake it up. I'm not going to pretend things are all good. I'm not just going to post on Instagram and just act like I've got the best life in the world, but actually I'm going to be like, hey, I'm struggling with this. I need help. So if that's you, just give us a fist bump in the chat and we're going to pray in one moment. So that's kind of where I want to land on tonight, is hashtag fake it. Let's choose as a youth ministry, as a youth group, as young people, let's choose that today is a new day, and you know, whatever is going on around us, God is so much bigger and so much greater than the things that are going on. And it's okay to struggle with things sometimes. It's okay to not be alright with what's going on, because what is going on is pretty crazy. But actually, let's make a decision today to actually, when we are struggling with that, or when we are struggling with other things, whatever it is, let's actually go to God about it. Let's not fake it and pretend things are all good. So if that's you, we're just gonna pray real quick, and I just want to, wherever you are, we're just gonna do this kind of repeat prayer. So I'm gonna say a prayer line by line. I just want you to repeat after me. If you're able to repeat it out loud, if not, repeat it in your head. So wherever you, just feel free to close your eyes, you know, do whatever you want to do to make you feel comfortable. So just feel free to repeat after me. Dear God, thank you for loving me, for giving me a future and a hope. Help me to be real. Help me to be honest with the people around me, with the people in my life. I trust you with my life, God. In Jesus' name, amen. Amazing. Well, hey, thank you so much for responding in the chat. It's so good to see so many people saying, yes, this is a new day. I'm going to make a decision to rise above fear, to rise above anxiety, and whatever situations we are going on. I love it that we can make a decision now, and we can put the past behind us and say, actually, today's a new day and I've got God in my life who can help me. So good. Jonathan, over to you, bro.
3 things you have to do for the 3 keys to success. Number 1, join a group. If you're not part of a group, I don't know what you're doing with your life. You're wasting it all. Join a group. Number 2, follow Verve Youth on Instagram. Because we need followers. And if you follow us, I will buy you a sweet. Actually, no, I won't. Just follow us. I was thinking of something that I could afford for a lot of people, but then I was like, That's really strange. Just follow us, please. It'll make me very happy. And people like making me happy. And number 3, go on the church website. There's loads of cool content. So join church online at 10 a.m. on a Sunday, or 4 p.m. if you like sleeping, like Hamish.
Hamish loves sleeping. Wait, Jibs, tell us real quick, why is it important to be part of a group?
Because I'm there.
Well, yeah.
There you go.
Well, unless you're in the girls group,
It's
which I don't
important to
think
be
you
part
are.
of a group because God calls us to do life together and not life alone. And when you're part of a group, you get an older person, a youth leader who loves you and invests into you and wants to see the best for you and prays for you all night and all day.
True that.
That's when you join our group. I don't know what you get from James's.
Oof. You just get all of that and everything else, basically. Hamish, sum up in 10 seconds. Why do people need to be in a group?
Because Job said so. No, joking. Because we love fat hangs. And, yep.
True
We
that.
do life together. It's awesome.
We love hanging out. We do life together. But hey, we loved hanging out tonight. It's been so good. Like Jib said, make sure you join us on Sunday. And just real quick, we're not going to do a usual challenge for next week. But what we are going to do is a bit like a kind of I don't know what you call it. How do you call it, boys? I don't really know what to call it.
I don't know what you're about to say, so I don't know what you should
I don't
call
know.
it.
Basically, the challenge for this week is you need to be watching the Church Online Youth Edition at 4 o'clock tomorrow, and then you need to watch Youth Online next Friday. We're going to note down the names of people who've joined us on Sunday and Friday, and whoever's been watching both, we are going to choose a random winner. Basically, that's it. All you got to do is just show up for the online stream for both this Sunday and Friday, and you're entered in the competition. Like, it's that simple. Is that pretty simple, boys?
Sounds good.
I think that's pretty easy. I think that's pretty doable. But yeah, all you can do is literally just turn up on Sunday, 4 o'clock. That is when we're going to be streaming live back here on YouTube. And then next Friday as well, 7 o'clock. It's going to be amazing. And like we said on Sunday, we're going to do a rematch between Esther and Maisie. And we're going to find out who the true winner of the portrait challenge is. Because we're going to see some amazing portraits of the amazing Josh Redman. Which is going to be a lot of fun. But boys, it's been amazing hanging out. Say again?
Of Josh Revnall, not the amazing Josh Revnall.
Sorry, of Josh Revnall.
Wow, come on, bro.
Who is amazing.
Yeah, that's the correct English.
There you go, it's corrected. All right, anyway, guys, it's been amazing hanging out. Thank you for joining us. If you're in a group, make sure you hang out with your group after this. Do a video call on Hangout, on, I don't know what, house party, whatever. Jibs is going to carry on eating because he loves to eat. Is that right?
Chicken.
He's got his chicken. Well, we're going to leave Jibs and his chicken, and we will see you guys at 4 o'clock. Boom. We love you lot. Peace out.